gives it like a whole other flavor. Here's a question. If you ever ran out of sugar, have you used maple syrup, like a little bit of that in the bottom, and you mix it together? It tastes sort of like brown sugar. It's a more mild sweetener, but it's pretty good, pretty good. I gotta cut back on coffee, but it is my favorite. A lot of people say they just like coffee for the energy boost, but I kind of like the flavor of it. It's something you can sit back and relax. It almost reminds me of like a cigar for those who do that. I used to. So there's a type called a Colt, and that's the one that I would have. And they have different flavors like cherry cigarillos, rum and wine cigarillos, which was my favorite one. Because when I was growing up, my grandfather would always drive in, and he always had those rum and wine. I think he might still smoke them. Maybe not, though. But, yeah. Eventually they banned the sale of them, though. Or at least some of them, like the cherry ones. There's another one called Prime Times. There was another one I used to have back in the day. They had cherry and grape, and I believe they had a vanilla one too. That was very good. I liked that one. But back to coffee. Sorry for getting off topic. Now, I used to like iced cappuccinos, but the thing is, if you drink too many of them or you drink it too fast, I don't know if it's like this for you, but it makes me feel kind of nauseous. I don't like that. I do like the flavor though. Now, that being said, I've tried a few different from Tim Hortons, different varieties of these iced coffees. The regular ones, okay, but I would say this is my favorite one. It is a latte, not just a coffee, but I mean, really, if you add milk and like sugar to a coffee, isn't that just kind of a latte anyway? Or is a latte more sugar? I don't know. It's really good though. And it has some good sounds. It's funny, on the Tim Hortons Reddit, they have like a meme where people grab it and squeeze the cups really hard. And it's like, what? And it got so popular to the point that now they're doing it too. It's like, okay. But yeah. I also remembered, so I don't know if any of you know this, but like there's a lot of different varieties of coffee, right? You can get like instant coffee, you can get the coffee where it's the actual beans, and then you can get coffee where it's like ground up beans and you put it in one of like the older coffee machines that's not a Keurig. I don't age myself there, but you know, like how in offices or places where customers would go in stores, they used to have the old school coffee ones that had the coffee pot, and then it would drip down from the filter into it. That's another type of coffee that I actually kind of prefer those in a way. Though it does take a while to actually make the coffee, which is the only negative thing. It can take you like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to make that coffee. A Keurig is just instant. And that's the Tassimo, but I want to like Tassimo, but they just don't have enough variety right now. I remember there was like a deal for Tassimos. so we got one because we were like, oh, hey, cool, a Tassimo, and we just never used it and gave it for a Christmas gift. I'm pretty sure it's going to be regifted a lot. But, yeah. Though when I was younger, we did have a Tassimo at my family's house. It was okay. It's really weird, though. It's got, like, these little discs. It's almost like it's like, if you can see where my finger's going. It's like that. A weird disc. And it's full of, like, stuff. So, like, it's like almost like a syrup. And there's also hot chocolate ones and, like, tea ones. It's so weird. Tassimo's weird. Not sponsored, by the way, but if Tassimo wants to sponsor me, if wants to sponsor. But in terms of coffees, and I hope you'll ignore that weird vacuum in the background. I don't know what that is. It's loud though, but relatively quiet in here. There's a couple coffee brands I'm wanting to try. One's from Korea, but I know from Japan there's like these little tiny cans that are about this tall and about this wide, called Boss Coffee. And like they've got cafe au lait. It's like coffee and milk with a little bit of sugar. And they've got like one that's like a rainbow can. It's pretty good. And then Japan also has UCC coffee. And if you can ever find UCC canned coffee, oh, it's really good. They sell them at 7-Elevens and like other places, like if you're in Canada, Superstore, and I think they sell them at Target in the US. I'm not entirely sure, but it's really good. And you can usually get them for cheap, like maybe like $2-3, which that doesn't sound too cheap, but. And then I know some from the Philippines too. They've got really good coffee there, like it's called Mr. Brown, and it comes in like a can that looks almost like one of those chubby soda bottles from Jamaica. And like get all these flavors. They have like chocolate, they have Kona, they have like a blue can that's Blue Mountain blend. It's pretty good. It's kind of strong though. But yeah, you know, I think that one might actually be from Taiwan, but I always see it in the Filipino section. And apparently they also have like actual bean coffee you can get. I don't know. I'm not like a super fan of coffee, and I said, I have to stop drinking coffee, but it's still very good for just waking up in the morning. I want to say not my favorite. What am I talking about? The weirdest coffee I ever heard of. So, people are always trying to make new types of coffee, right? But the weirdest one that I saw, this guy had like fed his cat coffee beans, and then his cat digested the coffee beans and shit them out. And then the guy took the coffee bean cat shit and washed it and like made it into coffee. And so now people will drink cat shit coffee. Yeah. And like apparently cats, their shit or cats have like a thing that can cause you to go insane. So can you imagine if you drank too much of that coffee, like would you lose it? I don't know. It's weird though. But I hope that you have had a good night's sleep, a puts out stuff that can help people relax, while also giving me time to think up new videos I can make that have tapping in them. But, like tapping or any other kind of trigger sounds. Oh, one last thing. My last video, remember how I talked about how, the Arduelo had a time when his car broke down and he was able to get to work, luckily? Well, I had an engine misfire in my car 12 hours after I made that video. So my car, I had to go and spend $1,000 to get it fixed. That's wild. $1,000 dues. Because what happened was the spark plug, I guess all the spark plugs were worn, and there was like 4 things in the engine. I don't know if they called them cylinders or what, but they were all misfired. Like, I'm lucky that the car even was able to get to the car dealership, the car mechanic shop, because like I was driving on the highway and I heard this loud sound. I thought that I might have accidentally hit a bird or something, and I felt really bad, but then I noticed my check engine light came on and started flashing on and off, and my car was like doing weird wibbly wobbly like revs. And so I was able to get to work. I was able to call the like mechanic place, and then after that I was able to get my car there, and thankfully the next day I was able to get it back. But I was getting ready to like start taking the bus or something, or maybe even getting like a electric bicycle and like try to bike ride that to work. It'd be like an hour ride, but I mean, I do need to get more in shape. But you know, like I used to bike ride 2 hours in and out of the city, but I was like 16 then, so maybe I can build up the endurance to do it. Could be cool. But yeah. So, I hope that you're doing great. Just wait a little bit for the next video, because I'm working on a bunch this weekend. I want to have a schedule of maybe 3 videos a week to 5 videos a week. It depends on how fast I can make them. And I'm not going to upload a video that I don't think is decent, you know? Because I want to make sure that it's, 1, decent enough to help people fall asleep, and 2, like decent quality. Like, for example, if that background noise was much louder, I wouldn't have recorded. I would have just kind of waited a while. But I thought it's not really that noticeable. It just kind of sounds like a, I don't know, a background noise, like if you had like a fridge going or something. I was like, yeah, it's okay. Also, if you like, I can make some more drawing videos, and just videos like that, like, look at some of these. I kind of like this one. That was supposed to be, it's a singer. This one wasn't actually anyone. I'm not sure who that one was supposed to be. It turned out okay though. I like how this one turned out. This one turned out really bad. I gave them like a ghost tentacles. I just gave up trying. This one is very creepy. I have no idea what that is supposed to be. And then my favorite animal, the penguin, the penguoid. So, I will be working on some more videos. I hope you have a wonderful